Well, I don't know if anyone's here. It doesn't look like it, but this is my first going live stream, and I am kind of new to a lot of this. I've messed around online on Facebook, the retired fat guy, Instagram, the retired fat guy, also my real name, Paul Cruz. I put a lot of stuff out there. One of the things that brought me to this is Homestead How, and I Homestead How does carnivore diet, and there was a few others out there, a few doctors that I followed before I found him. That's probably how I found him, and his family are all eating carnivore now. I, with the exception of one child, I believe. I take that lightly. Teenager for sure. And he weighed about what I weigh, and I fluctuate between 255 and 317. My highest was 327 a couple years ago. And for some who have followed me, I had double knee replacements a year ago. Well, that would be July 14th, 2022. And been rehabbing. Life events have happened. My mother's passed. Kind of halted my rehab, but still had to do my stretching and all the stuff that goes with having double knee replacements. But a couple years ago, I kind of got fed up with everything that was going on with our food. Started really looking into what our government calls food, and the stamp of approval, the FDA, the pyramid that never seemed to work for me. If I ate the pyramid, I seemed to look like the pyramid. Neck looks small, but my waist looks triangular. Not so good on anybody. So eliminating all kinds of food. I have high blood pressure, ringing in my head. That's been about a year and a half now. Actually, 2 years now. All kinds of weird things are going on. Probably like you bought into the triangular lifestyle that our government says works for some, but not all. Not all diets are created equal. Not all diets are for everyone, but I believe this carnivore thing has got something going. There's lots of doctors, not just Facebook people and YouTube people out there that are finding great results, but doctors are coming on board, and people are reversing what they've been told they have. I also feel like a lot of people get misdiagnosed on high blood pressure. Not one cuff is the same as another cuff on these electronic systems. And sorry, medical people, but go back to doing it manually, how you were probably taught first week in medical school. These electronic systems almost killed me a couple of years ago. I got told, hey, get a cuff, monitor. If your blood pressure reads at such and such, take this pill, and we got to get you under control. Well, on top of that, my medical records never got expunged when they put me on medication a few years back. 2014, I think, is when they initially put me on meds that didn't seem to need to be what I needed. But anyway, process of elimination. Yeah, I got misdiagnosed on the amount I needed. The medical records weren't cleared, so the ER doctors just gave me more meds and told me this is what I need to take. And so, yeah, doctors are good, but some doctors and some nurses need to go back to day one. Um, Anything electronic can be broke. Um, these things being sold aren't true. Doctors are, at least at where I go, it seems like every time there's a problem, oh, here's a pill to fix it. I'm not here for pain. I'm here for blood pressure. I'm here for being overweight and can't seem to figure out why I can't lose the weight and keep it off. I've lost several hundred pounds over my life, but then you get back to life and I tend to gain it back. Even if I'm eating clean. Yeah. The other part is quantity. Um, yeah, there was quantity some days and some days not. Making sure I drink enough water or whatever. We all know the yo-yo stuff. We've all been there, especially if you're a larger body and seem to tack on weight. One thing I did notice a few years ago is I went on keto because a friend of mine, I saw what he was eating. It's like, man, you can't eat that all the time. He said, I'm eat it every day. And he was dropping weight left and right. He was on keto, stayed keto. I believe he's still on keto and he looks fabulous. Several other people, same thing, look fabulous. Um, so keto, when it really comes down to it, everybody shifted to a whole food diet. So not all whole foods are good in large quantities, of course. Nothing's good in large quantities. So what we ended up with was everybody made a shift to whole foods. Now, whether it's eating low starch vegetables with meat and getting enough fat. Yes, eat fat, you'll lose fat. It's kind of crazy, huh? The low fat diet that I was on forever. I ate chicken, I don't know, a jillion. I must have killed a bunch of birds. But eating the same thing, chicken breast, rice, vegetables. Yeah, rice. Fuck that shit. Excuse my French, but rice probably has its purpose, but not in the quantities that here in America we eat it. If you're going to eat it, eat a little of it. Don't have a big old, whatever they call it, rice bowl or whatever kind of dish that they call it. It's just one big old scoop of sugar. And I'd say a scoop like a gallon bucket at a time. It's the sugar that's killing us, people. Sugar, not necessarily the salt. I've increased my salt and my blood pressure has dropped. I got off of, I took myself off of the diuretic that went with it. That also gave me gout. Yeah, that stuff gives you gout, people. Not meat. Meat, I still, every once in a while I have a tight toe, but not like I did when I was on the crap they gave me. But yeah, it's the sugar, people. Bread. If you're gonna eat bread, make it yourself. Don't have a lot of it. Know what's in it. All them bread conditioners and whatnot. Our body's not tolerated for that crap. And all that crap that they call food at fast food. The only thing that it is fast. It ain't food. It has all kinds of crap in there. I'm no doctor. I don't let the doctors talk about that stuff. But when you break down what's in it, all the crap that's in everything, yeah, just cook it yourself. Go out to dinner, try to get go to a nice restaurant. You're gonna lay out 70, $80 for a steak. Go down, get some good grass-fed meat. It's gonna cost you 16 to $25. You cook it yourself in real butter. Yeah, $25 versus 80, and you got the best food. If you like vegetables, cool. Put some asparagus with it. Little, they call them new potatoes or whatever. I like old potatoes, but new potatoes are lower in glycemic. Taste the same. You eat less, so make that be what you eat. Anyway, um, there's a lot to say. Yeah, go to Homestead now, or Homestead How. Give him a look. He interviews a bunch of great people, a lot of doctors. People have been on this for years, and their body is in tip top shape. So, yes, a year ago today, the 14th of last year of July, I had total bilateral knee replacements. I think I weighed 278 ish, and I crept back up to 317. Went on a family vacation in Maui. Started reading about carnivore. My wife's cousin does carnivore. She lost a grip of weight a few years ago, and she still does it. There's people I know that do it. They look great. They're not malnourished. Might have to take what I got, some kind of hydration. Anyway, electrolytes. I couldn't think of it. Have to take some electrolytes. Increase your salt. That helps you stay regular. Get your body moving a little bit. Not a lot of bit, just a little bit. Keep your body going. Keeping your body going will help you eliminate too. You don't necessarily have to have greens. Me, I like a little greens now and then, but I'm considering going full carnivore. And I guess right now, I guess I could be considered keto-vore. Maybe that's the reason for my title. But yeah, I had to keep this short. I got a family obligation to go to, but I want to get on here and thank Homestead How and all the people I've talked to along the way. I've emailed a gentleman. He's a big YouTuber, and his body has changed massively too. He's looking good and sharp, and all he's done is meat. I guess he started meat, bacon, butter, salt, and eggs. That's the other thing I've ate, eggs. Anyway, he's done. That's what he was doing. He's done really good. He's reversed some things. No longer sleep deprived, brain fog, all that crap that goes on when we take things that our body isn't supposed to have. Yeah, if God didn't make it, we don't really need to take it. So maybe that should be my little motto here. Yes, I am the retired fat guy. When I started this channel years ago, I don't know, my son was playing tournament baseball down in Irvine, California, and took a look at himself in the mirror. And I was like, I'm just retired of being fat. But at the time, I was still working. But 4.5 months ago, I retired from law enforcement, and that's what I did. That's the only time I'll say that. I'm glad I did. Miss some of the fellas. There's some that I don't miss. The department was good to me, helped me raise my family, gave us a good life. So for you all wearing blue in the military, fighting fires, doing the forest game, all that, I got nothing but love for you. Y'all do a bang up job. I got some youngsters I used to coach baseball with. They're hitting the fire line like their dad did. That's awesome. Yeah, let's keep our kids healthy. Let's think about getting this generation that's coming up now, switching them and getting them nutrient dense food in their body so their body lasts them 120 years like they're supposed to last. But if we don't, That's why we die early. I know actuaries say currently we got about 76.6 years, I think is what they said, give or take a month. And let's get these kids to still be wanting to walk marathons, maybe not run marathon. If they can run marathons, more power to them. But let's get them out there doing their thing the rest of their life. And if you're in the upper years, get on this carnivore stuff. Increase your flexibility and get your mileage in. Try to walk 2 miles a day. Everybody should walk that. We should all be able to do that. Get up in the morning, knock it out. And if you get up and you go to a job where you're walking a lot, you need those 2 miles of just you time. Let your body relax. If you work nights, get out of that life as fast as possible. I did it for 21 years. Came out with an enlarged heart, high blood pressure, and a fat body. Not exactly healthy, right? So I'm 52. I'm going to try to make it to 102. How about that? So I'm not even halfway there. All right, just hit halfway. Turn 53 August next month on the 20th. So maybe at the end of 53 or a year from now, when I have my 2-year celebration of my new knees, I'll be 100 pounds lighter. Let's do that. 214 doesn't sound, what am I? 207 doesn't sound bad. If I could flirt with 190, I'll give it a wink right now. Coming at you. So, yes, I know this was live. I had nobody come on. That's what happens when you only have 27 people as a subscription based on this channel. So maybe if I start doing more live feeds, get involved in the community, we'll grow. So yeah, 27 people, and it's probably all family, and some of them are probably no longer with us. So let's liven up this channel. And nothing else. Doesn't have to be my channel. Go check all these guys that are really passionate about what they're doing to try to get the word out and flip that triangle upside down. Yeah, just kick out the bread stuff though. Just get rid of it. Increase your meat. How hard is that? On top of that, throwing on a steak takes about 10 minutes to cook it, maybe 5 minutes to prep it. 5 minutes to prep it and let the salts get in, break down some of the tissues of the meat. Put it on, slice it and get it to where you like. After a few steaks, you'll get it to know exactly what you want. If you like to finish it in butter, cook it in butter, you can do that too. It's really good. You'll know when you've had enough too. I didn't think so, but when I'm hungry, if I'm eating a steak and it still tastes good at the end, I need more. If I stop having that taste or that feel that I need another bite or want another bite, then I'm done. Set it aside. If you got some meat left over, wrap it up. Have it later on when you need a snack, because in the beginning you might need a snack. But after about 3-4 days, 5 days maybe for me, I don't need to eat. I ate last night. I had a pound and a half steak. Still going. I have my water next to me. I got retired fat guy. My wife made that for me. Want some cool stuff made? Hit me up. I'll give you my wife's number. She makes shirts, cups, hats, all kinds of stuff she makes. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. I think we're at 20 minutes. You've listened to me enough. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay strong. All you guys in blue and red and green, stay safe and in there, out there. Head on a swivel. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.